What's up, guys? RSS Games 13 here, and in this game we will be taking on the Charlotte Bobcats. Not a very dominant team, but they do have a 7-8 record, so maybe they have something to prove this year. And you can see we did go on a little bit of a winning streak. Our record is now 13-9. So let's get to the game. The Rockets will be playing at home, and yeah. Bobcats, hopefully, for this to be a good game, they have something to prove. Obviously, they were one of the worst teams last year, a couple of years ago. They had the worst winning percentage in history. So yeah, Patrick Beverly will be our point guard. And I'm actually going to ignore the gameplay a little bit because I want to talk about some of the trades and transactions we made. I did trade away Luis Scola, and I received Ian Mahinmi, Jeff Pendergraft, and I think a first-round pick. I might have done some other trades there. I can't really remember, but also the Magic released Y1G Moore. And I've watched a lot of other associations. He is a very dominant player, so I picked him up. And I actually made a lot more trades than that. I swapped around a couple players. But yeah, let's get to the gameplay here. Our starting lineup has not changed besides the Ian Mahinmi. I'm not really sure how to say his name. I'm not sure if it's Ian Mahinmi, but I think it is. But he has took Omar Sheik's spot, and so he'll be our starting center for hopefully the remainder of the year. It's still really a battle at the center position. I'm not really sure if Ian Mahinmi is the guy for us, but hopefully he is. But anyways, we are up 10-8. We had a very good start, but since then we've just kind of not been able to produce anything. And yeah, we are really struggling here. Here's Kemba Walker. Chandler Parsons will pick him up at half court. And he will get a backcourt violation. So not a very good play. A good play on Chandler Parsons' part. Patrick Beverly will get it. And there's a pass to Omar Sheik. He has something to prove here. He will put that shot up in it. And so we are going to have a battle at the center position, I'll tell you that. Omar Sheik still, they pretty much do have the same amount of minutes. I think Omar Sheik is playing the 6th-man position. And yeah, I'm not really sure how Y1G Moore is going to play. Can't remember how he did in this game. But there's the missed shot by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. We will start the fast break, and we will commit a turnover. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist will get it. He'll pass it back to Ben Gordon, and he will slip that shot up and in. So good shot by Ben Gordon, and 15-12 lead for us. Omar Sheik will get the first free throw to go. Second free throw will be no good. Rebound goes to Jeff Taylor, I believe. Ramon Sessions gets it. He will try and do something. He'll give it up to Ben Gordon, and that shot will be blocked. So here is Y1G Moore. That shot will be no good. Y1G Moore is very fast. He actually commits the foul too. But Y1G Moore is a very fast player. That's why I wanted to pick him up. And a good pass to Juwan Johnson. And Juwan Johnson, I'm glad that we acquired him. He's a very good player in the minutes that he does play. Here's Y1G Moore. He's guarded by Jeff Taylor. He'll call for the isolation. A good crossover and a great dunk there. He just burned Jeff Taylor. Nothing you could do if you were Jeff Taylor. Speed matchup, it was all in favor of Y1G Moore. Gennaro Pargo will be in the game. And that is the and one. Ramon Sessions got the floor to go right before the end of the first quarter. Hopefully we can still run down the court and heave up a buzzer beater. And that shot is no good. So we will go into the second quarter with a pretty good lead. We're up 24-18 now. Bobcats have not been able to whittle down this lead. Pretty much have just been a kind of slow-paced game. Here's Gennaro Pargo, and not really sure what happened there. That was kind of crazy. But Patrick Beverly will get it. He'll commit a turnover, and a shot to Gennaro Pargo. That will be good. He will put that up and in for the foul. And only a 4-point deficit. That shot will be no good. He missed the free throw. We'll give it down to Francis Garcia. Back to Y1G Moore, who will have to run point guard for us. That's really why I wanted to acquire him. That shot is no good. But Jeremy Lin's, because of his absence, I had to get a point guard, or else Francis Garcia would probably be running it for us. And that wouldn't be very good. So Y1G Moore, I feel overall he's going to be good. He could possibly be our point guard for the future. I think I only signed him to 2 or 3 years. I'm not sure. But here's Josh McRoberts with the beautiful dunk. He just beat everyone down the court. Quite the hustle player right there. And speaking of beating everyone down the court, Chandler Parsons, he will get that easy shot to go. He's been having a pretty good game today. Only missed 1 shot with 4 attempts. He has 8 points. So about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Ramon Sessions at the top of the key. Really a slow possession for the Bobcats now. He'll put up that shot. That shot will be no good. Byron Mullins with the rebound, and he'll put that shot up and in. A great, ferocious dunk there. Looks like something Pau Gasol would do, as we saw last week. But so far, I really am happy with this Rockets team. I like how we're playing. I like the young talent, Chandler Parsons and James Harden and Thomas Robinson. They've all stepped up. And a lot of players off the bench have just proven that our bench is strong. And our bench can go up against other teams' starting lineup. And there's James Harden with the clutch 3. And he will heave up a half-court shot, which will be no good. So we will go into halftime with a 38-30 lead. So at the start of the third quarter, the Bobcats will score 4 quick points, but not before Ian Mahimi will shoot up that mid-range shot. Not really the best mid-range shooter, but if you leave him open from there, something like Omar Sheik cannot do. But there's a shot by James Harden, and that will be good. A good mid-range shot by him. Here's Kemba Walker. He'll use his speed to get by Patrick Beverly. And also another topic is the Jeremy Lin-Patrick Beverly situation. When Jeremy Lin comes back, will we continue to start Patrick Beverly, or will Jeremy Lin play for us? I'm really not sure how we're going to do that, or possibly even E'Twaun Moore. I'm not sure how our bench is going to look, because we'll probably have to put E'Twaun Moore at the shooting guard position if he does not end up starting. But that's going to be a while from now. Jeremy Lin's out for 4 to 6 weeks, I believe, and that'll probably lead us in a lot later in the season. But there's Royce White with the good shot. Royce White has been playing good this game. I'm very impressed. As I said, players on the bench have really proven to me that they deserve more minutes, and they just deserve better. And so with a 10-point lead, the Bobcats would call a timeout. Here's the inbound pass. Royce White will guard it. He will get the steal. He will hustle up the court with as much speed as he can muster up. But Francisco Garcia will miss the 3-pointer. So Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has 9 points. Not really sure why that's important to us at all. And almost another block by James Harden. He had one like that last week, but was called a foul, which I didn't believe. Here's James Anderson. He will play for us. And also, James Anderson, he has been a player that I do like to use. Here's E'Twaun Moore with the shot. But James Anderson, he's quick, he can shoot the ball, he can drive and dunk. He's pretty much an all-around player. His overall doesn't prove it, but he's a very good player. And if E'Twaun Moore starts to play like a starting point guard, if I like to use him, and there's the layup for him. Depending how E'Twaun Moore will play, I'm not sure where James Anderson will fit, because let's say that Jeremy Lin keeps the starting position when he comes back. That would mean Patrick Beverly was the bench point guard, and E'Twaun Moore was the shooting guard, because I'm not putting James Harden on the bench. And so James Anderson would possibly have to play a small forward or something like that. And also, guys, I'm not sure if I'm done trading or not. I don't think I'm going to be trading for a while, because it's really hard to trade at this point, because I do like everyone on the team, but I know you guys like to see some trades. But there's a good block, and we would end up getting the ball back, and a tricky layup for Thomas Robinson would go. So we pretty much just stayed with it, and yeah, he got it to go. And there's Kemba Walker off the screen. That 3 is money. A good shot by him, a good screen, allowed him to get open for a second. Here's Chandler Parsons. He will drive, and he will put up that dunk, and that is a great dunk by him. We've seen that a lot this year by Chandler Parsons. And one more time, he just burned the defender. He had the speed matchup, and yeah, that was just a great dunk by Chandler Parsons. What can you say?
And the Bobcats making
Chandler
a change
Parsons,
here as well.
he is a
Sessions
great
checked
player,
in.
nonetheless. He is just a dominant shooter and a dunker and everything.
Parsons, fader on the way.
And here's the fadeaway three. Speaking of, he will knock that shot down. 17 points in the game, and with still 3 minutes left. So we hold on to an 11-point lead with 2 minutes left. James Harden will get it. He will drive to the lane. A bad pass goes into the hands of Brendan Haywood. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist just burns by Chandler Parsons. Chandler Parsons, he's not slow by any means, but when you have a matchup like that, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is going to win every time on the fast break. So Kemba Walker has had a dominant second half. 12 points in the second half alone. Carl Salfino will pull for that three. That shot is no good. And Juwan Johnson will get the offensive rebound and put that shot up and in. So that's really what I'm talking about. Juwan Johnson, he's there when you need him. I can always give it to him in the post. He will always score. He's a very good offensive player. He can shoot the mid-range. But this game looks over. That air ball will not be good. And we will take this one against the Charlotte Bobcats at home. And a dominant performance by a lot of people. Your player of the game is Chandler Parsons. And 23 points for him. Etwan Moore was the second leading scorer with 13 points. James Harden tagged on 12. And you can see some of the stats here. I'm not really going to be talking through all these because there's a lot of stats to show. But Juwan Johnson had 5 rebounds. Like I said, you can always count on him to put up solid numbers. And on the other side, Kemba Walker led with 16 points. Ben Gordon also had a good game, along with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. But if you like this video, please comment and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.